All right, here's my latest little quick project. It's in the shop, a little cramped, so. But it's a 1977 Dodge van, 3/4 ton. Panel van, as you can see. I've already done a little work to it. I painted the bumpers. Put a patch in the rocker panel there, a very cheap, quick patch. It's the second most sketchy patch I've ever put in, but this is just a flipper. I'm just gonna do a quick paint job on it, do some other things to it, and sell it. Tires are gonna be the most expensive things I have to do to it, but 360 runs and drives. Let me squeeze past my door here. And it's just ugly. I don't know, I mean, they put all these little polka dots all over the place. They did a good job with the roundness of them. I'll give them credit for that. But it's about all I can give them credit for. Because they, whoever did this, decided to name this thing the Tangmobile. That's going away. Just because I'm hoping they named it that because of the color, but I hope that's all it was named for. But it's the first van I've ever had with a slider on the side, so that's something that's kind of neat to get used to. So, like I said, I've done some work to it already. It's plywood in here, so it was definitely like a work van of some sort, because there's even up here, there's the brackets for like the cage or whatever that would have been there. And then somebody put these weird seats in. So I'm just gonna give it a quick paint job and sell it. And I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm mixing some tractor paint. I'm not gonna do straight Alice Chalmers orange. I'm mixing it with some of the silo metallic, the aluminum paint they have. Give it a little metallic. That way it's a little different color than just straight Alice Chalmers orange, which is fairly close to what's there. But I don't want to make it super obvious. The big thing I gotta do, I gotta change hood. Because I don't know what the point is with all these holes in here. And then they screwed the letters down even though they're bolted down. And there used to be some sort of fiberglass something there. Who knows what that was. But, like I say, just a quick, cheap job. It'll be decent for 5, 6, 7 years, maybe, depending on what you do with it as is. Otherwise, the next guy can actually fix up all the rust like you're supposed to, and go from there. But again, it's not my problem. So through the magic of television, you'll see the finished product in a few minutes. I think it turned out pretty stinking nice. Even tractor paint can be made to look pretty good. See, I don't know if it'll show up very well. Yeah, maybe a little bit. You can kind of see the metallic in there. I think it'll look a lot better outside, and you'll see that in a little bit. But you can see how much of a difference between this and the original there is. I was hoping it was going to be a little closer to the original color, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with this. Actually very happy with it. The painting process went a lot smoother than I was expecting. So that's always good. Okay, here it is. The finished product. And if you could see me, I would put quotation marks around the word finished. There's still a few things to do. And other than those couple little things, this is as finished as I'm ever going to get it. It's hopefully going to go on to a new home relatively soon. But, let me walk around my bushes here. Turned into just say a productive member of society, shall we say. Maybe some high-powered TV executive will see this video and give me a show like Beater Rehab, because I've done this several times with stuff. Take some more or less abandoned, left for dead kind of vehicle and turn it into something decent. Paint turned out great. Still need to clean it up. Needs a tie rod end, a little carburetor work, dial it a little better. But otherwise, it goes down the road beautiful, really. And it's a 318 with, I think, a lot of miles on, or at least a lot of hard miles. So a little weak, but such is life. So somebody put these other seats in there, so that's not such a bad thing, other than it's really tight to get the doghouse out now. It's got aftermarket air conditioning in it. It turns the compressor on, but won't blow any cold air, so to me that means there's enough Freon in there to turn it on, but not enough to do anything, so I'll mess with that later. You can see it used to be like a cargo van, because you can kind of see some of the, there we go, you can see the brackets that held the cage in. But yeah, like I said, it goes on the road really nice. Show you the back. I tinted the windows in the back just to make them dark, just because I could. I did put in pop-out windows. It had just fixed glass in here, and I thought, well, I need some sort of airflow in this thing if the AC doesn't work, and that's the easiest way to do it, is pop one of those open a vent, boom, done. I painted all this plywood black just because it was ugly plywood and whatnot. Like I say, it needs a good cleaning. It's got those two weird seats in. This is the first van I've ever had with a slider on the side. I kind of like it at times, and other times I don't. I'm not sure how bad I really like it for sure. But yeah, these are weird seats. They do swivel. There's a lock it'll put in place. They have seat belts, so, and they're at a two weird angles, so I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how long those will last in here. I'm probably gonna leave them in here. I don't have a good place for them otherwise. But yeah, that's kind of about it, really. Turned into, I got brand new tires on. They cost as much as the van when I initially bought the thing, in its neglected, abandoned state. Like the last one, I painted on the roof as far as I could reach, so the middle of the roof is still the original color, and I don't care, because I can't see there, and 99% of the population can't either. Unless you live in an upstairs building, you'll never notice. And if you do, you'll realize it's an old van. Who cares? So, I will probably have this for sale relatively soon. I have not yet got the title back from the state. That should be really soon. But, yeah. Not 100% sure what I'm going to ask for price yet. Kind of depends if I can get that AC to work. And oh, there's a mirror missing on the passenger door. I'm getting that fixed. That was broke, so that'll be back probably in a couple days. I'm thinking in that $3,000 range. You know, yeah, it needs work, but the underside is solid. It's not rusty yet. You wouldn't know it by looking at the outside skin. So it's very fixable, or just drive the hell out of it until she dies. You know, it'll give you a good 5 or 10 years, depending. It's a good way to get into the van scene, I guess. Relatively cheap without having to go nuts. And there's no windows. It's kind of an open blank canvas in the back, so you can kind of do whatever you want. But that's it. That's the before and after. I think it's quite impressive on this one, just kind of like that last blue one I did a few years ago. So that is about all for now.